Yes or no? Great, great, great. So, is there anyone who just joined today? Is there anyone who just joined today? Is it your first class for anyone?
Yes, this is first class to me. This is Vishnu.
Okay, Vishnu. Others? Is there anyone who is first class today? Subramaniam, is it your first class?
Yeah, bro, first class.
Okay. Is there anyone? Sam? Okay. I can see 4 people. Is there anyone who just joined today? Great. So one thing before starting the class, today we will end all the free sessions. By today we are going to end this free sessions. From Monday, so the management will allow people who are committed for the sessions, and people who are joining from last few sessions. Hope you enjoyed the sessions. Hope you understood the sessions. So we started with very basics, and still we are at fundamentals. And slowly we are entering into Amazon Web Services. Hope you are all enjoying the sessions. Anytime. So from Monday, we will also engage you all with the mentor. And you can reach out to them if you have any questions while practicing. So there will be a lab, a particular timing. So all the details will be shared in the group. And till now, hope you all enjoyed the sessions. So feel free. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to raise your questions politely. So I'm here to help you. And hope you have learned at least 2 to 3 new points from the last 4 sessions. And are you all interested, or are you all excited to learn a new point which is going to add it in your resume? Yes or no? Are you all excited to learn a new point today again? Each and every point is like an asset for you all. Whatever the new point that you are learning, so that is like an asset for you to add it in your resume. Feel free. If you have any questions, always you can put it in the chat box. Very good, Rakesh. Very good, Srikanth. I have seen only 4 replies, 5 replies. What about others? Are you all interested, or are you all excited to learn a new point today? So before going to this today's class, we will also recap the yesterday's class. But before that, I need your replies. I want to communicate with you guys. Very good. Few more replies. Few more replies, please. Great, great. Very good, Avinash Chaudhary. Very good. Okay. So interact with me. So from Monday, you'll also get some interesting tasks as well, some real-time tasks. So you also need to fight with those tasks. You have to complete with the task. It should be like a competition. So whoever is, completing the task and whoever sending a document for us, we will make a list of those names, and definitely a support will be there from our end. Are you all clear, guys? Yes or no? One more time, yes or no? Shall I go and recap the previous sessions? Okay. Great. So today is a last day of the free session. So I'll just recap the previous sessions once, and we'll go with a new concept. We have completed, you can see the board in front of me, class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4. So we will have total 40 sessions. Out of it, we have completed 4 sessions, which are very basics. We'll come one by one. We'll go with the class 1. We'll see what we have discussed in the class 1. We'll go to the class 2 and we'll see what we have discussed in the class 2. And same like class 3 and class 4 as well. So hope you are finding the difference between, on the day 1 when you joined and the knowledge that you have on the day 4 or day 5 that you joined today and the knowledge that you have. Hope you have a little clarity on cloud and little difference in your knowledge. Hope you all have it. And yeah, on the day 1, we try to understand what is a cloud and what is a server and what is the difference between physical and virtual and what is the difference between on-premises and cloud. And we have taken a different examples like Google Drive versus memory card. Google Drive, which is something like cloud, memory card, which is something like on-premises, which you maintain it. And we have discussed with a number of non-technical examples and we converted all those examples technically. And when there is a machine with you, if you are using it and if you are maintaining it, that's an on-premises. And when there is a machine and if you are not maintaining it and if you are using it, that is nothing but virtual, and virtual is nothing but cloud. So after that, in class 2, we discussed about what is a network, what is a server, what is a public IP, what is a private IP, and that investment required for an on-premises infrastructure. We discussed all that. And in class 3, we discussed what are all the different services that are available in cloud platform. For example, to create a network, there will be a service. To create a server, there will be a service. To take a backup of a server, there will be a service. To store the data, there will be a service. To route the traffic from domain name to a server, there will be a service. For each and every use case, there will be a service. So I've told you there are two fundamentals. Cloud is nothing but how to use, where to use. And our primary scope of learning is where to use, which service, that where we need to use it. Automatically that you'll get how to use it. It is not a big deal. Okay. And coming to the class 4, we have entered into AWS and we learned about what is regions, what is availability zones, and what is a data center. And we have taken a service called EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. And we have created a virtual machine in cloud, and we have taken a Windows operating system. And we have seen how to create that Windows EC2 instance, which we call it as Windows Virtual Machine in AWS, and how to log into it using of RDP. These 2 points that we learned. And Satish has also raised a question that we have used a temporary password to log in into the Windows machine. And how we can, is it possible to set up a normal password which is for a long time? Yes, we can do it. That's a good question, and hope you all know it. It's just going to the control panel, setting up a password there. And while creating a Windows machine, we have seen a couple of steps, which is AMI, Amazon Machine Image, which is the first step, which is nothing but an operating system. What is an operating system? Which we are all using it, right? It's a platform that which we are using for all our machines. So AMI is nothing but an operating system. So when you have a machine with you earlier days to install the operating systems, we supposed to install, insert a disk and giving click on next, 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 and waiting for 45 minutes and installing the operating system. And later, instead of inserting the disk, we just used a pen drive and flashing the pen drive and ISO file and installing the operating system. But here we do not have a physical machine with us to install the operating system by inserting a disk or inserting a pen drive. So that is the reason AWS has designed an images. Simply you'll select the image which you want, and automatically by the time of creating that machine, you'll get a machine by installing that operating system. That is one of the important points that you always need to remember while creating an instance. And next, instance type, the place where you select number of CPUs and memory. And as I said, we have a different families: T family, M family, R family, D family. And let's say if I talk about a T family, we have a different types there, like T2 micro, T2 medium, T2 small. T is nothing but a family name. 2 is nothing but generation. And micro is nothing but size of the instance. And the other one is key pair, is for authentication. Okay. The instance pricing, the most of the time the instance pricing will depends on these parameters. One is operating system. The second one is instance type. See, even if you buy a laptop also, the cost will depend on these two things. One is the configuration of the system, like RAM, memory, CPU. And the other one is operating system. So this is what we discussed yesterday. People who missed the yesterday session, no need to worry. I'll create a Windows machine again today, and then we'll move to the Linux machine. But before entering into it, I want to repeat. So these days you got the session from in YouTube, right? You all have these 4 sessions in the YouTube, and today's session also will be uploaded into the YouTube. But today's is the last session which we are going to upload into the YouTube. The sessions which are going to be done from Monday will not be uploaded in the YouTube. So these 5 sessions are free, so that we uploaded that into the YouTube. And people who missed the previous sessions, you can always go back and watch those videos. Clear, guys? Are you all good with creating of a Windows machine? Yes or no? Shall we go and discuss on Linux machine today? Hope you all practiced it, creating of a Windows machine. If not, please practice everyday session on time. Don't leave it for for next day, because next day you will have another task to do it. Every day complete it. Great. So steps to create Windows machine and Linux machine will always same, but there are few differences. One is operating system, which is AMI. If it is Windows operating system, you will select Windows machine. If it is Linux operating system, you will select Linux machine, Linux AMI. Second one, the other difference is key pair. For Windows, you will use .pem format. For Linux, you have to use .ppk format. For Windows, you will use .pem format, and for Linux, you will use .ppk format. Okay. So now, the other step is login. So while you are logging in into the Windows machine, you will use RDP to log in. For Linux, you will use putty. Putty is a tool. So you can use putty, you can use mobextrum, you can use super putty, but all are look similar. It won't be, there won't be much differences. So yesterday we have completed this first part. Yesterday we have completed this first part, which is created a Windows machine using of a key pair, and I'm so sorry. Here it should be Windows. It's a PM file, right? Sorry, it is key pair. There should be a key pair that you use for Linux, PPK, and Windows. Sorry. Yeah, Linux, PPK. For login, Windows equal to RDP, Linux equal to putty. Yeah. Okay. RDP is already available in your laptops. RDP is already available in your laptops. But putty you have to install in your laptops. I'll show you how to install the putty. Today, we will see creating of Linux machine and log into the Linux machine. Log into the Linux machine. Now let me ask you a question. What is the tool that we are using to log in into the Windows machine? What is the tool that we are using to log into the Windows machine? Can I get some answers? What is the tool what is the client that we are using to log into the Windows machine? Very good. What is the client that we are using to log into the Linux machine? For Linux machine, what we are going to use? Very good. So what is the key pair that we are using to generate the password in Windows machine? What is the key pair type that we are using to generate the password in Windows machine? Very good. Now, what is the key pair that we have to use to log in into the Linux machine using of a putty? Using of a putty? Very good. So you all have this very clear-cut clarity on it. Okay. Now let's go back, log in into the Windows machine once again, and then we'll log into the Linux machine again. Okay. So let me second. Let me log in into this Windows. Let me log in into the AWS account. So hope you all have AWS accounts. How many of you created AWS accounts? Can you just ping in the chat box? How many of you created AWS accounts? Very good, Jansi. Very good, Vinay. Very good, Charan. Very good, Manorama, Sheikh. So what about others? Are you facing any issues while creating the account, or have you all not tried it? So please make sure you should be having the AWS account to practice. So we will also share the document as well. Our mentors will help you if you block it somewhere. Okay. So now I logged into the AWS account, and always the best practice is once you logged in into your AWS account, always make sure in which region that you are. You can see here we are in Mumbai region. So as I said, always follow the Mumbai region. Don't always jump from one region to other region, because lot of AWS services are region specific. See, if I created a virtual machine in Mumbai region today, it means if I created an EC2 instance in Mumbai region today, tomorrow if I'm going to work with some other region, and if I created some resources there, the problem is these services, the resources which you created will not be visible in another region, so that you will forget to delete it. So when you forget to delete it, what will happen? Automatically it ends up with the billing. So you'll get surprised after looking at your bill. So don't do that. Always follow one particular region. So here I'm following a Mumbai region. Okay. Then, so what is the service that we need to use to create an instance? What is the service that we need to use to create an instance? Can I get some replies? Very good. So I have to go to the EC2 service here, and I should click on EC2 here. Very good. So instead of calling it as a virtual machine, what is the name that we are using here in AWS? Instead of calling it as virtual machine, what is the name that we are using? Very good. Instance. Very good. So here there is an option to create a launch instance. Click on launch instance. So I'm giving a name, mind circuit. And I'm going to select an Amazon Mission image. So I'll go with the Windows first for people who missed the yesterday session, and then we'll go with the Linux mission. So select the Windows operating system, leave the T3 micro, and I'm going to create a new key pair, PEM file, mind circuit -1, and create a key pair. It will be downloaded to you into your local laptop. Network settings, as of now, don't bother about this. So I'm there to help you. Whenever the time comes, I'll explain about this step. As of now, I'm just closing it. Okay, click on launch instance. So we created an instance now. If I go to the instances here, if I refresh this, see, if you can't see the instance, don't get scared. So here, automatically the filter got added. Instance state equal to running. It means whatever the instances which are in running state, only those instances can be visible. So if I refresh it, yeah, now you can see my instance is in running state, so that I can see. Whenever you create an instance, initially it will be in a pending state. After that, it comes to the running state. Okay. To avoid the confusion, remove the filter. If I click on into mark, it removes the filter. You can able to see all the instances in a different states which are available in your account. Now, if you click on this checkbox, you can see the detailed information of your EC2 instance. You can see the detailed information of this instance. Details. You'll get to know about the alarms. You'll get to know about the monitoring. You'll get to know about the security. You'll get to know about the network, storage, and all. Today, we will see about the tags also. Okay. So we have the instance. And to generate the password, people who joined the today's session, where I need to click on here? Can you give the answer? To generate the password, where I need to click on there? Can I get some answers? I selected the instance. Now, if I want to generate the password, where I need to click on that? Very good, very good. So just click on connect here. Once you click on connect, there is an option called RDP client. Just click on RDP client. You can see the username administrator here and click on get password and upload your file. So let me go to the downloads. 𝐼𝐿Circuit1.pem. This is what I just downloaded it, and click on upload it and click on decrypt password. Yeah, we got the password. We need to copy this. We need to copy the password and go to the notepad, paste the password here. And then to log in into this machine, we know that we have to use an RDP. So that I'm going to open my remote desktop connection. So I'm going to click on add PC here, but in your case, if you're using a Windows machine, you don't need to click on add PC, simply going to the start and just typing RDP and it will get opened. And host name is nothing but a public IP. So let me go and copy the public IP of the instance and paste it here. Click on add. In your case, you'll click on connect if it is Windows machine. After that, it will ask for the username. Username administrator. And password. Let's go back and just copy the password. This is password. I'm giving the password here. Click on continue. Continue. Done. So we are going to log in into the Windows machine now. So initially, for the first time when you log into the machine, it takes a couple of minutes to get it ready. Done. So you can see the Windows machine here. So this is about the Windows machine. So this is nothing but a virtual machine. If the same computer is maintained by you, that is a physical machine. But here you are not maintaining it physically, you are using it virtually. So that is the reason we are calling it as a virtual machine. And in AWS, we will call it as an instance. So let me close this. And let me close the RDP as well. Go back. And now if you want to delete this instance, simply click on instance state. If you are stopping this instance, later if you want, you can start the instance. But now I'm deleting this instance. So this is how we created a Windows machine yesterday. Now we'll go and we'll create a Linux machine. So click on the launch instance. And I'm typing it as mind circuit Linux. So you can here, right side, you can see number of instances. At a time, you can create multiple instances also. But in my case, I'm just creating one instance here. Now, if you scroll down, Earlier, we selected this Windows machine, but now here I'm selecting the Amazon Linux machine. Okay, so because I want to go with a Linux operating system. If you can scroll down, you can see this is a T2 micro. I'm leaving this. Keep it. So what is the key file format that we required for the Linux machine? Can you ping in the chat box? If I click on create key pair, what I should select here? Exactly. So I'm selecting the PPK and I'm naming it as Mind Circuit Linux. So click on create key pair and it will be downloaded into our local. And click on launch instance. Done. So if you click on this instance ID, it filters with that particular instance ID. Okay. So if I remove the filter, you can see, I can also see this terminated instance, but this will automatically get disappeared after 20 minutes. Now, to log in into this machine, what is the client that I need to have in my laptop? So to log into the Windows, we have used an RDP. To log in into this Linux machine, what we need to use? Exactly, putty we have to use. So to install the putty, simply go to a new browser in the Google and type download putty. Click on enter. So there will be a putty.org website. Just click on that. And there is an option to download putty. If you click on this, it will take you to this page. Since if you are Windows, you can select the first one. If you select this, it will be downloaded here into your machine. So then you can just simply give the double click on it and next install. That's it. The way how you'll install a normal VLC media player in your laptop. In the same way, you'll install this putty in your laptops. Okay, this is how you need to install the putty. Since I already installed the putty, what I'll do is I'll open the putty. So go here. I have the putty here. So in your Windows machine also it looks same. Maybe the color might be different, but the rest of the options will be the same. Here you should give the public IP of your instance. Go down, copy the public IP of the instance and let me open the putty. Paste it. Let me open 65.0.180. 60.80. .76. Okay, so you have to give the public IP address here. Now listen to this carefully. After giving the public IP address here, left side under SSH, if you scroll down, you can see authentication AUTH. Here, if you click on AUTH, there is an option called credentials. Just click on the credentials, click on the browse, and go to the downloads. And I have selected Mind Circuit Linux PPK file, right? I should select this and click on open, and click on open. And it will show you accept or connect once. Click on accept. And now it is asking login as. So there will be a default username for each and every AMI. Let's say, for example, if it is a Windows machine, the default username for a Windows machine is administrator. And the default username for Amazon Linux AMI is EC2-user. and click on enter. Yes, we logged into the machine. Since it is a Linux machine, it is showing a terminal. If you create a Windows machine, you can see the same, the way how our Windows laptop looks, it shows the same. Okay. Are you clear, guys? How I created a Linux machine and how I logged into the Linux machine? Are you all clear how I created a Linux machine and how I logged into the Linux machine? Clear. Let me go back here. So let me write down the steps here. See, first I selected, I have given the name. After that, I have given a AMI. I have selected Amazon Linux AMI. After that, I have created a key pair, which is PPK. And I created the instance. Created instance. And after this, I installed Putty. How I installed it? Just navigate to the Google browser. Navigate to Google browser and type install Putty. Then first link you can see, putty.org website. Oh. Just click on it. Click on it. And it shows an option called download Putty. So it shows an option called download Putty. After that, downloading a Putty. So select your Windows, since it is Windows, and download the MSA file. And once it is downloaded, double click on it, and install it. So this is how you will install the Putty. Is it clear, guys? Yes or no? This is how you need to install it. Then how to log in? Let's see here. Let me just add it in a different color. How to log in. So how to log in? Open Putty, which you installed. In host name, paste public IP of your instance. Public IP of your instance. Then left side. So as I shown you here in the Putty, let me close this and show it to you again. So left side, there is an SSH under connection, there is an SSH option. So you can just type this. So left side, SSH and AUTH and credentials. And then upload your PPK file. Then it shows a pop-up. Click on accept. And then it shows login as, which is EC2-user. Is it clear? Are you all good with this? Creating an instance and log into the Linux instance. So hope you all practiced Windows machine yesterday. And if not, practice that and come to the Linux machine. Okay. Yes or no, guys? I need a couple of more replies. Few more replies. Or you all have a good clarity on creating of a Windows machine and creating of a Linux machine? Very good. Now, let's go back to the console. Let's go back to the console. So this is how we created a Linux machine and Windows machine. Let's talk about tags. See, here already there is a tag got added. So this is a key and this is a value. This is a key and this is a value. See, when I'm creating a launch instance, if you observe, see, here this is a key. Name is a key and value is which you providing it, like name or what the instance name and all. So tag is not a big concept, but tag plays very, very important role in the organizations. Tag may not be a big concept, but tag is very important role that plays in the organizations, because when you're creating an instances in your organizations, so this comes under a real time, guys. You have to explain in the interviews. So whenever you create an instances in organizations, just giving a name of an instance is not enough. There are a lot many details that you need to add in your tags. For example, if I take my example, like my organization example, if I'm not giving a proper tags, that will also get escalated to the manager. And sometimes if you're not creating an instance with a proper tag, if you're not following a proper standards, the organization policies will not allow you to create the instance also. Because for every 1 month or every 2 weeks, the organization will goes with a cleaning process. Let's say if you create something, some instance for POC, and if you forget to delete it, for them it will be difficult to identify that who created this instance and why they created this instance and what is the use of it and what they're doing exactly on this instance. So in that case, what organization will ask you to do is, let's say for example, if I click on manage tags here, I can also edit the tags. Like for example, created by Santosh. Business unit kind of training. Okay. So all these tags, like, team, engineering. So they will ask you to add all these tags so that if an X person who doesn't know about this, if they came back and if they look at this, they can easily identify this, who created the instance and why they created the instance. Understood? So for that reason, we always need to add a tags for each and every instance that you create in the organization. Okay. So now, what are the key points that we got to know while creating an instance? One is selecting an AMI. The other one is selecting the instance type and creating of a key pair and adding of a tags. Are you all clear with this? Yes or no, please? Very good. So let's go back to the notepad. So let me write a small note about a tag so that if I share this PDF with you later, you can also have the information handy. Tag. So always we need to add clear information in tags. Example, like name are created by uh, business unit, all these details that you always need to add. Okay. So now we know how to create a Windows machine and how to create a Linux machine. And we know how to log into it. And we know the importance of a tag. Okay. Now, we will learn one more new point today, which is elastic IP. Okay. So before going to this elastic IP, let me ask you a question. Let's say this is an application. Assume that this is an Abibus application. And this is your house. And when you want to access this, Abibus application, how will you access this? With the IP address or domain name? With the IP address or domain name? Can I get some answers? When you want to access this application from your house, will you access with the IP address or domain name? So the domain name can be abibus.com. So when you're accessing this Abibus application, and now this traffic, let's say this have public IP and private IP. So all your traffic from abibus.com to which IP it will routes? Public IP or private IP? The traffic from abibus.com to where it will get routed, public or private IP? Very good. It will be routed to the public IP. So in this case, the public IP which is assigned to this instance should be remains constant, or for example, if it's changing for every time, will it become a problem or not? Always is it easy to update the IP address to the domain name? The public IP address need to be remains constant or temporary? Can I get some answers? The public IP address need to be constant or temporary? It should be constant, right? It should be permanent. If, for example, if my public IP address is always keep on changing, will that become a problem for me or not? If the public IP address is always keep on changing, will that become a problem or not? Because it will be difficult for me to update the public IP address all the time in the configurations, right? So if you can see here for our instance, see the public IP of my instance is what it is? It is 65.0.180.76. If you see, if I stop the instance, remember this 180.76. If I stop the instance, so the instance is getting stopped. It is still stopping. Let's see. Let's start this instance and we'll see whether the instance IP address is getting changed or not. Still stopping. Stopped. Yeah. Now let me start it. Yeah, I started this instance. Let's see. Yeah, it is running. So now you can see 3.110.177.105. It is getting changed. So this should not happen in the production, right? If that is happening, it becomes very big issue. So for that, we have a concept called elastic IP. Outside, we call it as a static IP. In AWS, we call it as an elastic IP. So I can go to the elastic IP under network and security here. we can create a new IP. So let me remove the existing IPs. Okay, let me create a new IP. To create a new IP, there is an option called allocate elastic IP address. And scroll down, click on allocate. Now just select this and you can associate, click on associate and select your instance here. Click on associate. So this 111.16 will be attached here. See if you can refresh here, 111.16. So now even though if I stop the instance, let me stop it. Stopped. See, the IP address remains same. Now, even though if I start this, yes, it remains same. So that is called elastic IP. Let's go back to the notes. So let me write down a note here. Public IP always remains constant. So we can use elastic IP so that even the instance restarts, IP address remains same. Clear? Yes or no, guys? Are you all good with this? Yes or no? Very good. So today what we have learned, we have seen about how to create a Linux machine, how to create a Windows machine, how to log into it, how to create an elastic IP, how to attach to it, and how it works. Clear? So now, so Madhu wants to talk to you for a couple of minutes. So after that, we can end up the session. So before Madhu, going to talk. So any questions, any doubts? Let's discuss about the doubts, and then Madhu will take over it. Are you all good? Yes or no? Please give me a reply in the chat box. Are you all good or any questions? Today we discussed about how to create a Linux machine, how to log into it, how to create a Windows machine, how to log into it, how to create an elastic IP, and why we are creating an elastic IP, and how we are attaching it. Few more replies. I got only few replies. Few more. We have 25 people in the session. At least 15 replies. Few more replies. One more. I need one more, guys. Very good. So, Srikanth, can you use North Virginia? Yes, you can use. No issues in it. Since I'm in India, I'm just using Mumbai region. Any region that you can use. Very good. So yeah. So hand over to the Madhu. So Madhu, you can just take it.
Yeah. Thank you, Santosh. Hey guys, what's up? Madhu here. So we have completed our 1 week free live class challenge, isn't it? So now it's time for you to talk. So how was it? So did you enjoy the sessions? Yes. So feel free to talk. You can talk in Telugu, you can talk in Hindi, you can talk in English. So feel free to talk in your comfortable on it, and it's up to you. So enjoy Sarah. So is it worth investing your time? Yes. So great, guys. So okay, good, very good. Yes, it's good. So others, how about? So yeah, you can talk. So feel free to talk. మీరు అన్మ్యూట్ అయ్యి కూడా మాట్లాడొచ్చు. అండ్ మీకు ఇంకేమైనా కన్సర్న్స్ ఉన్నాయా? Okay guys, so by the way, నేను నా సైడ్ నుంచి 1 or 2 things I would like to show. So Santosh, can you make me host or can you allow me to share the screen?
Yeah.
Yes, it's worth. Pawan Kalyan saying, Satish, it's good. Jhansi Rani, it's good. Okay, so నేను నా స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేస్తున్నాను. సో లెట్ మీ షేర్ మై స్క్రీన్. ఓకే, సో చాలా మందికి వచ్చే కన్సర్న్స్ జనరల్లీ లైక్ ఐ బీన్ గివింగ్ ట్రైనింగ్. సో జనరల్లీ నాకు వచ్చే క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయంటే where to watch the recordings. So where do you need to watch the recording? So ఇప్పటి వరకు జరిగినవన్నీ ఫ్రీ క్లాసెస్, రైట్? సో all the sessions were absolutely free and all the sessions were uploaded to the YouTube. So where do you need to watch? So just okay, so let me show it. Let me open a private window. So YouTube కి వెళ్ళండి. Okay. YouTube. Just search for Madhu Kiran. Even first వచ్చేది అదే. Even you just hit Madhu Kiran, you will see that Madhu Kiran DevOps. Okay, so in case మీరు ఇంకా ఛానల్ కి సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోకపోతే make sure you all subscribe to the channel. You will get a lot of worth content and worth information related to cloud, DevOps, technology, IT industry, jobs, everything. ఇందులో మీరు ప్లేలిస్ట్ లోకి వెళ్ళండి. Playlists. Okay, so come to this section here. First playlist, whatever you are seeing here, this first playlist. Okay, so view playlist, all the sessions ఇప్పటి వరకు జరిగిన ప్రతి సెషన్ ఇందులో అప్డేట్ అవుతుంది, ఇంక్లూడింగ్ దిస్ సెషన్. ఓకే, సో మీకు ఇంకో 1 or 2 hours లో ఇక్కడ 5th క్లాస్ రికార్డింగ్ కూడా అప్లోడ్ అయి ఉంటుంది. సో మేక్ షూర్ యూ వాచ్ ఇట్, మేక్ షూర్ యూ కంప్లీట్ దిస్ ప్లేలిస్ట్ అండ్ మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్తో కూడా షేర్ చేయండి. ఫీల్ ఫ్రీ టు షేర్ విత్ ఎనీవన్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీవన్. We don't know, someone might be looking for the right training, right? So maybe someone looking for the right quality training. So share with everyone, let them watch and they can decide and you can decide. Okay, so ఖచ్చితంగా చూడండి. అండ్ ఓకే, సో ఐ థింక్ సంతోష్ మీకు కోర్స్ కంటెంట్ అవన్నీ చెప్పినట్టున్నాడు. ఇన్ కేస్ మీకు ఇంకా కోర్స్ కంటెంట్ ఆ డీటెయిల్స్ కావాలి అంటే యూ కెన్ ఓపెన్ ఎనీ వీడియో. లెట్స్ సే ఐఎమ్ ప్లేయింగ్ ద class 1 recording. So here in the description, you will see the, okay, so WhatsApp group notifications కోసం ఈ group లో జాయిన్ కండి. And you can see course curriculum here, go through it. And even you can see previous batch students testimonials, go through it. Okay, at least spend couple of minutes. Okay, so check it. Okay, so even you should see these previous students testimonials. ఇది ఎందుకు అంటే just to pass the trust. Okay, so మీకు నమ్మకం వస్తుంది. So Mind Circuit is a brand which you can trust. Okay, we have been providing trainings from last 3-4 years. Okay, so it's a brand you can trust. We don't compromise with quality, we don't compromise with content. So at least కొన్ని feedbacks అన్న ఓపెన్ చేసి చూడండి. You can open any feedback. So a lot of people got offers. Okay, so we will help you in every possible way. All right guys, so student, invest your time, spend couple of times. Even you can download these feedbacks. Okay, so even you can download this course content, you can download these feedbacks, go through it. You can download all, it's up to you. And then okay, so coming to access and validity. Okay, fees. So ఈ కోర్స్ కి, సో మీరు ఒకవేళ ఎనీ పాపులర్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఇన్ హైదరాబాద్ ఆర్ ఎనీవేర్ మీరు జనరల్లీ గమనిస్తే అరౌండ్ 20 to 25K చార్జ్ చేస్తున్నారు. యూ కెన్ ఎంక్వైర్. ఓకే, సో ఎనీ పాపులర్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్, ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు నేమ్ ఎనీ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్, బట్ యూ కెన్ inquire. So all the popular institutes, all the good brands are charging around 20 to 25K for this course content. You may inquire. Okay, but we at Mind Circuit, we have decided to offer at less price. Now early bird offer is going on. Okay, so now early bird offer, okay, only for very few limited people in the early days. So our offer is going on. We are offering at 15K price for both AWS, Azure, Terraform basics, cloud, CI/CD basics. Okay, So avail this offer, utilize this opportunity, and this 15K is for only limited people. After that, we might also keep the price at 20K. 25 పెట్టాలనైతే లేదు, but 20K కి మళ్ళీ ఫిక్స్ చేస్తాము. So at the moment, early bird offer going on. So utilize the opportunity. And వేరే ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో వాట్ ఐ హ్యావ్ అబ్జర్వ్డ్, వాళ్ళ ప్రైస్ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే రికార్డింగ్స్కి ఒక ప్రైస్, వ్యాలిడిటీకి ఒక ప్రైస్, ఆఫ్లైన్కి ఒక ప్రైస్, ఆన్లైన్ క్లాస్కి ఒక ప్రైస్, అన్నీ కలిపితే ఇంకా వేరే ప్రైస్ ఇలా ఉంటుంది. సో ఇలా ఇక్కడ అలా లేదండి, ఫ్లాట్ ప్రైస్. మీకు ఆఫ్లైన్ క్లాస్కి యాక్సెస్ ఉంటుంది, ఆన్లైన్ క్లాస్కి యాక్సెస్ ఉంటుంది. మీరు కావాలంటే బోత్ ఆన్లైన్ అండ్ ఆఫ్లైన్ మీకు నచ్చిన డేస్లో నచ్చిన విధంగా రావచ్చు. అండ్ మీకు 1 year రికార్డింగ్స్ యాక్సెస్ ఉంటుంది. ఆల్ రైట్. అండ్ మీకు డైలీ ఈవినింగ్ డౌట్ సెషన్ ఉంటుంది. ఇన్ ద మార్నింగ్ యూ విల్ అటెండ్ లైవ్ సెషన్ లెడ్ బై సంతోష్. ఇన్ ద ఈవినింగ్ you will attend the doubt session, mentorship session. We will take control of your screen and we will resolve your issues. And meeku 1 year part recordings ki access untundi. All right, guys. Anything you want to ask? Hello. Yeah, feel free to ask.
Is like 15K for both the AWS and the multi-cloud, or like
Yes, multi-cloud, both AWS plus Azure.
Okay, cool.
సో విడివిడిగా కావాలి అంటే మీరు ఒక్కసారి ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ వాళ్ళతో మాట్లాడండి. I think for AWS 10K, Azure some 8K, 7K. I'm not exact. Means you can talk, you can negotiate. But yeah, ఇది early bird offer dead cheap లో వస్తుంది at discounted price. You can call me or you can call our institute admins and enroll immediately. Already.
How long is the course gonna take? Like
2 months.
Okay.
Okay. So 2 months. And installment options are also available. You can pay in 2 installments. All right, guys.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Hi, Mother. This is Jansi.
చెప్పండి జాన్సీ.
Okay. So real time లో జనరల్ గా అంటే ఇట్స్ నాట్ రిగార్డింగ్ కోర్స్ డ్యూరేషన్ అండ్ ఫీ. ఇట్స్ రిగార్డింగ్ టెక్నికల్. సో రియల్ టైమ్ లో జనరల్ గా ఇప్పుడు టెరాఫార్మ్ టెంప్లెట్స్ యూజ్ చేసి అంటే ఆ కోడ్ అంతా గిట్హబ్ లో స్టోర్ చేసుకుని అండ్ సిఐసిడి కోసం అజూర్ యూజ్ చేసి అండ్ కొన్ని AWS సర్వీసెస్ కూడా యూజ్ చేస్తూ ఇట్లా రియల్ టైమ్ టైప్ ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ అట్లా ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చా ఈ మల్టీ క్లౌడ్ సెషన్ అలాంటిది?
ఈ మల్టీ క్లౌడ్ సెషన్ లో మీకు రియల్ టైమ్ టాస్క్స్ ఉంటాయి, బట్ మెయిన్ ఫోకస్ విల్ బి ఆన్ ద క్లౌడ్, నాట్ ఆన్ ద డెవాప్స్ టూల్స్, బికాస్ ఆల్ టుగెదర్ డెవాప్స్ ఇస్ సపరేట్, ఇట్స్ అ ఓషన్ అగైన్, రైట్? సో మీకు క్లౌడ్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో యూ కెన్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ రియల్ టైమ్ సెషన్స్, రియల్ టైమ్ టాస్క్స్. Okay, you can expect. Maybe Santosh, you can add.
Yeah, so basically, as you said, exactly that we are doing it. So we will write a Terraform template, we will put it in the GitHub, and we will connect a CI/CD pipeline to the GitHub, like Jenkins or GitHub Actions, and we'll see how we can deploy those Terraform templates into a different environments. So we will do that. Okay. We will do that.
Okay. So, and multi-cloud means, I mean, I'm expecting AWS సర్వీసెస్ మిక్స్ చేస్తూ ప్లస్ అజ్యూర్ థింగ్స్ ని కూడా మిక్స్ చేస్తూ అట్లాంటి టైప్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఏమన్నా మేము ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చా అని చెప్పి అదొక క్వశ్చన్ అంతే.
These two are two different things. Okay. So for example, when you are deploying some Terraform templates in AWS, we will stick to AWS. If you want to deploy to Azure, that's a different story. Understood? But the process will be the same for both the clouds. And for those two services also, we will do a project. Like for example, migrating any application from Azure to AWS or GCP to AWS. So that also we'll do. Clear?
Okay, Santosh. Thank you.
So what you ask, we will do it. Okay. So that we already mentioned in the content also, the same question, the same line that you mentioned now. The same line that you also mentioned in the content as well. We will do a project as well. Not a one project, we will do 2 to 3 projects.
Okay, great.
Okay, got it, Jansi?
Yeah,
I hope
thank
you
you,
got it, right? Yeah, your question is addressed. Yeah, great. Anyone else before we close the session? No questions? Are we all comfortable? Okay then, guys. So in case Still, if you want to ask, but you are hesitating to talk in front of everyone, you may call me directly. You can ping me directly. Okay. Even you can meet me in the institute. So I'll be available in institute. Our institute is located at 𝗔𝗡𝗬𝗢𝗡, okay, nearby 𝗔𝗡𝗬𝗢 metro station, just walkable. 1 second, guys. Okay, guys. So 1 second. Let me share my mobile number as well. So 73966271149. So you can ping me, you can call me, but in case you call lift cheyakapothe, just ping me. Okay. So definitely I'll call you back. In case meeku WhatsApp lo reply raakapothe, call back to back. It's okay. Okay. You can take a pic. 73966271149 Madhu Kiran. All right. So chalo then, I'll see you. Okay. So from Monday onwards, recordings YouTube lo ravu, app lo vastundi. Manaku dedicated Mind Circuit Institute ki app untundi. So ఆ యాప్ లో వస్తాయి యాక్సెస్ మొత్తం. మీకు 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే. సో మళ్ళీ రికార్డింగ్స్ కి సపరేట్ ప్రైస్, ఆఫ్లైన్ క్లాసెస్ కి సపరేట్ ప్రైస్, ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసెస్ కి సపరేట్ ప్రైస్, డౌట్ సెషన్స్ కి సపరేట్ ప్రైస్ అలా ఉండదు. సో మీకు ఫ్లాట్ 15K లో ఎవరైతే ఇమీడియట్లీ ఎన్రోల్ అవుతారో వాళ్ళకి యాక్సెస్ ఉంటుంది. ఐ మీన్ మీకు ఈ డిస్కౌంట్ ప్రైస్ అప్లికబుల్ అవుతుంది. ఆల్ రైట్ గైస్. సో చలో దెన్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. సో ఐ హోప్ you noted down my number. Chalo then, I'll see you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful and productive weekend. Utilize the opportunity. ఈ లోపు ఒకసారి ఈ కంటెంట్ మొత్తం రివిజన్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకే. సో ఈ లోపు ఈ సాటర్డే సండే వాట్ యూ కెన్ డూ, యూ కెన్ యూటిలైజ్ యువర్ వీకెండ్ ప్రొడక్టివ్లీ. వాట్ యూ కెన్ డూ, సో ఇన్ కేస్ ఇఫ్ ఐ వర్ యూ, నేను మీ సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఉంటే, I'll go through all these recordings once again. I'll make notes. I'll make sure my weekend is productive. I expect you to do same. It doesn't mean you should, okay, stop your enjoyment or me other things వదిలేయాలని కాదు, బట్ wherever possible time ని productive గా ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయండి along with your regular activities. Got it? Chalo then, thank you so much. Bye bye.